Hey there, posture guys and gals, and welcome back to the show. As always, I'm your host, Justin Archer, aka the Posture Guy, your #1 source on pain, posture, and performance. And just to let you know right off the bat, I'm going to be pretty much just talking a lot, but there's a lot of good info, so stay tuned. And if I kind of pace back and forth or I move and you get a little motion sickness watching me, it's just because when I'm thinking of things and talking, I move a lot, all right? So don't feel obligated to watch this video. I've gone ahead and made a pure audio version, which you can play through the SoundCloud player down below, which also, if you haven't already, you can download the SoundCloud application and either stream or download some of these audio posts and take them with you wherever you want, on the way to work, or maybe while you're cleaning, or hey, even while you're doing some exercises. All right? Anyways, we got a lot to go over today, so excuse me, let's get right into it. Now, you might have read the title and go, what the heck is going on? Where's my money, man? And I'm declaring bankruptcy. It's neither of those things are probably what you think they are, so please allow me to explain. Now, by the titles, you might also think, all right, we're talking money here, and all these other things. Like, come on, Justin, just stick to health and fitness. Heck, just stick to posture. Well, here's the thing. We all know that money is a #1 contributor to stress, and stress negatively affects, muscles, and muscles control bones, and that's what makes up your posture, and which causes chronic pain and all those things. So money, time, productivity, stress, all things that we're going to be going over today, as well as there's a couple things that I just want to be really, really transparent with you about, okay? I feel it is, my duty. I owe it to you, as well as I'd like for you to be honest with yourself about certain things. So without sounding more and more vague, let's get to it. So a few days ago, I posted on various social media platforms the following question. Excuse me for reading here, but I won't remember all this and I'll go off on tangents. So this is to keep me on track. All right. So anyways, oh, the cat wants out. Excuse me. There you go. Live video. What are you going to do, right? All right. So we're back. Anyways, I asked, what are the first thoughts that come to mind when you hear the word money and or the act of making money? And some of the responses I got were bills, security, stress, guilt, and distrust. So all of which, not really good things altogether, right? Which kind of speaks towards, I think, a lot of people's idea when it comes to money or the act of making money. And so I'd just like to share with you some things, and some of you who maybe were already on those social media posts, maybe you know these answers, so for you this is repetitive. But for those of you that didn't, I wanted to share with you some of my thoughts on the subject of money and making money. And hopefully this will help you in your thoughts and your beliefs that you associate with money. And these are things that, many of you know, I go for these 20-minute walks in the morning each day. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Sometimes I don't listen to anything, just to kind of, get my brain going, take my brain for a walk and warm it up for the day. So here's a few, okay? One is money follows value, all right? Now, that could be applied to many different things, but take it for what it is, or for what you will. Money follows value. The next is money is a tool to make the world better. Therefore, making money, I feel, is a responsibility. Mine, yours, everybody, okay? And money, this one actually is a quote from Peter Sage, really cool guy. If you can check him out, Peter Sage, you can Google him. And I've had this thought before, but he puts it so eloquently, is money is a reflection of the value you add. Your financial bank account is a lagging indicator of wealth and value. Your emotional bank account is a leading indicator of wealth and value. You need to increase the latter before the prior will follow. So if you want, you can rewind and listen to that a couple times, but it's a pretty powerful statement. And what's the other one? Last but not least, delivering value and serving others takes money. That said, I am absolutely in the business of making money. Okay, which brings us to today's topic, which is, where's my money, man? And I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not asking for your money. Many of you know I provide various services, Skype therapy, online therapy, which actually should be up for another 24 to 48 hours, then it's going to disappear. There's the new Optimize Self workshop / course. Some people have been nice enough to donate and give towards the Posture Peeps family and now Optimize Self family. So for those of you who have, thank you very much. But this isn't so much, me asking for money, but obviously, putting on this show, whether it be in video or audio, and doing those things takes money to put out. And I absolutely love putting out this awesome, amazing content for you guys. It's basically what I wish I would have had 12 plus years ago when I started my journey towards a pain-free and active life without limitations. So I hope that you find, well, I know I've heard in the comments area and emails and phone calls and things about how helpful it's been for you. So I'm so happy to be of service to you and help out. And moving forward, there's various changes happening right now. There's going to be more changes happening in the near future. And so for those of you that have honored me by investing not only in yourself, but in me and my business, whether you've done that already or, are in the process of right now or thinking about it in the near future, I want you to know, and I'm totally being transparent here, I want you to know exactly what your money is going towards. Yes, it's an investment in your health and going towards you becoming the best version of you possible. So congratulations, one, for making an investment in yourself. But, I know this too. Sometimes when I buy something, especially online, but even at a store, right, at a corporation or something like that, you wonder well, where is my money going towards? And I want you to, feel good about where your money is going towards. And so I would say 2/3, right, every $2 out of every $3 that you spend with me or on me or invest in me yourself, however you want to put it, is going back in towards the business, all right? It's going back into software. It's going back into, which makes the site better for you, easier to navigate, redesigns of the website. I just today purchased a $500 piece of software that'll make it easier for me to get up certain pages so that you can view content and access it easier, faster, more organized, etc., etc. It goes towards buying various health products or courses to better educate myself so I can help you guys better. All that, okay? So 2/3 of that goes towards making better content, whether it be the stuff that people pay me for or the free content, either way, okay? Now, you might be asking yourself, all right, but what is that other third go towards? And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there's another agenda, right? Which I don't think is bad. I think we all have a right to make a living, and you shouldn't feel bad about that. I love doing what I do. I love getting up each morning and knowing that I get to help people. And, Anya and I, right now, we're kind of nomads, we're vagabonders, we travel about, we have very low cost, we have a very simple, minimalistic lifestyle. And so, that comes with its own challenges, but we're fortunate that, our expenses are very low. And even if we were staying put somewhere, again, we're just very simple. We don't need that much. Our favorite thing to spend money on is good quality food, really. We are foodies. But I'll let you in on a little secret, and I'll probably share with this, later on when we get a little bit more finished with it. We have, some people might go, oh, or something about this. We have a little private Pinterest board that we put up with our dream home and dream life and everything when we settle down, because right now we've been traveling for 2+ years and it's been fun and everything, but I think starting next year, we're going to maybe settle down for a little bit. We'll still travel probably 3, maybe 4 months out of the year, but we'll mostly stay in the States, possibly looking at Washington. So if you're there, please contact us. We'd love to talk to you and get to know more about Seattle and Bellingham area. But I digress. I'm going off onto a tangent. So we have this private private Pinterest board about our dream home. And it's interesting, if you really add it up, the place we want, the car we want, the things in the house we want, all of it combined together still comes out at less than six figures, less than $100,000. And you might be going, well, what the heck do you want, Justin? Like some little shack or anything? Trust me, it is a lot nicer than probably whatever image you're picturing of. It is, we would just absolutely love it. And I'd love to share with you that image and everything, but I want to get a little bit more completed to flush out the ideal of our dream home and our dream existence. All right. So I wanted to let you know that that's what that goes towards. It's making, the other third of every $3, I guess you can say one out of every $3 does go towards making a better life for Ani and I, but it's really so that we can be the best versions of ourselves possible, so that then we can go back and serve our audience, our community. For me, that's you. So I can be the best version of me possible, so I can help you to the best of my ability. Okay? So that's what I mean about, where's my money, man, is, I want you to know where your money is going towards and what it's being spent on. Like I said, I think it's a great investment in your own health, but I know I personally always feel better when I know when I pay for something where those funds are being allocated and used for, right? So moving on, and if you have any questions about any of this, any more detailed questions, I'm totally transparent. I'm like an open book, so I'm more than happy to even disclose more, about this stuff to you, one-on-one. That's fine. And actually, that brings us to really the second topic, which is, I'm declaring bankruptcy. No, business is fine. We're not declaring financial bankruptcy. I'm declaring a different kind of bankruptcy, which is email bankruptcy, which kind of brings us to the second part, second topic I'd like to discuss, which is communication. Okay, and there's, as you've noticed, there's been a lot of changes going on the postureguy.com. There's going to be a few more, and one of them is kind of a communications policy change. And understand, this is for the improvement. This is for the good of everybody. Okay, this isn't just for Justin. This isn't just for me. I hate saying my name in like the third person. It sounds so douchey. Anyways, and again, I wrote some stuff down because otherwise I would forget. So here's the issue. Over the last year, the postureguy.com has grown. It's not huge by any means. I haven't let that go to my head or anything, but it's gone basically from my mom and the cat watching and writing in to, a few hundred people on an email list, to even, a couple more hundred on YouTube, another couple hundred on Twitter, another on Facebook, and so on and so forth. It adds up, and it's like, yeah, we're well over 1,000 people. And so I'm getting more and more contacts, whether it be through social media, email, et cetera, and it's getting harder and harder to keep up with it. That's what I'm struggling with. Now, I don't necessarily, I know I'm probably out there hearing the world's tiniest violin. I don't want you to feel bad for me. I want to discuss with you guys of a plan that I've thought of that I'm going to try to put into act over the next few weeks to make communication between you and I and between all of us better. Because here's what I found is that I'll put out a post, right? Let's say it's on lower back pain, and I get quite a few emails about it, but only just a couple comments, if any. And don't get me wrong, I love having the emails, and I love interacting with each of you one-on-one. But, as you know from my shows, and if you've ever emailed back and forth with me, I'm very passionate about this stuff. I love helping people, and I can go on and on and on in an email. And that's fine, but here's the thing is when I hit that send button, it only gets sent to one person's inbox, and it only helps one person. And that email could be turned into a whole blog post in and of itself, and it could help so many more people and that discussion we have. So I understand that there's certain things that are more private, and I respect that. But here's what I'm asking of you guys is that if we can share more things in the comment section of whatever that post happens to be, for this example, lower back pain, if you have a question for me and you leave it in there, now someone else comes with lower back pain and they see your question and they see my answer, and now they can chime in, and now we're learning from each other. It's not just about you, it's not just about me, it's about we. We can all benefit from it, okay? So here's the new policy that I'm working on. This isn't set in stone or anything, all right? I'm still kind of fleshing it out. But, when you email me now, you're going to probably get an autoresponder. Now, this isn't going to take effect for probably, because I got plenty of other stuff on my plate, till probably another week or two, but I'm just giving you the heads up. You're probably going to get an autoresponder, okay? And it's going to tell you basically about this new communications policy. And it's also going to direct you towards the frequently asked questions page, which I'm also going to be revamping, making better, because there's plenty of answers in there for, well, frequently asked questions, right? So that usually falls into there, and you can find them on there. Now, let's say there's a question you have that isn't in the frequently asked questions page. Well, then, like I said, leave a comment in whatever post. So if you're watching something about, tight and painful hip flexors, then leave that question for that post in the comment section, and I'll make sure to get to it. Because again, I get more enthusiastic about answering questions there, because again, I know the next person that comes down, scrolls down, and sees it is going to benefit from it as well. So it's not just one person benefiting from it, it's several, right? So now the help becomes exponential, and then you can chime back in, I can chime back in, someone else can chime in, and we all learn from one another, right? It's a lot better than just single emails back and forth. Next, I would say after the comment section of a post would be the Facebook and Google Plus pages for the postureguy.com. So if you follow me on Facebook or Google Plus, and if you haven't, I'll make sure to include the links in the show notes below, but go ahead and leave a comment there or a question there. And again, that way multiple people can see it, all right? And we can all learn from one another. Now, if you have a quick question for me, because again, I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Literally, I have a little over 1,900 unread emails. Now, I make sure to answer, the posture guys and gals emails, or the optimized selfies emails first and foremost. They rise to the top. They're the most important. But there's a lot of unanswered emails. There's a lot of clutter, and I'm really trying to clean this up so I can be a better service to each and every one of you. Okay? So instead of emails, if you have a question for me, here's where I'm going to direct you. Something to get right to me that's, again, not in the comment section, is send me a tweet. And if you're not following me already on Twitter, you can easily my username, my Twitter handle is @thepostureguy. And you can just send me a quick tweet, and I can send you a response back. That's probably if you want the quickest response, the quickest turnaround time for me, that's where I'd recommend you do it, is on Twitter. And then if you have a quick message for me, but again, you want a little bit private, well, if you follow me and I follow you back, then you can send me a direct message. And so then the only two people that see it are you and me. It's not public out there, okay? And if you've never used Twitter and you're kind of scared of it, don't be. Maybe we'll put something up, like not a post about it, but maybe somewhere on the Facebook or Google Plus page on how to install it, how to use it. It's a great source of information, great way to meet new people, find things you're interested in, etc., etc. Then if there's something that requires a conversation, some back and forth, email is terrible for this, okay? A conversation that you could have in 50 seconds could take 5, 6, 7 days or more. So that's what things like Facebook Messenger are for, or whatever your favorite instant messenger is. Mine happens to be Facebook. So then what I say is friend me, and we can Facebook message back and forth and help you find whatever solution or information or what have you that you're looking for. Find it really quickly instead of going back and forth waiting for each other to answer each other's email, okay? And then if it's something that's really long form, really in depth, here's what I'm going to ask you is that if it's something that I see, okay, you send me some posture pictures, or you send me some testing, measuring, tracking that you've done of your foundations of health, then what I'm going to ask, and of course with your permission to do, is answer your question in a post, right? So that, again, everybody could benefit from it. And if you want, I'll keep your name out of it, but if you want, I'll include it. And then and this I would absolutely love, and I've already invited several people to do this, and they've said yes, is to come on the show with me, on Skype or Google Hangout, and we can be on the screen together. And I can help you with, whatever issue you're struggling with, chronic pain, poor posture, subpar physical and or cognitive performance, trying to lose weight, gain muscle, whatever the case may be, help you with that. And I think it's really important that the other posture peeps, the other posture guys and gals, the optimized selfies, they hear your story. and they hear some of the things you're struggling with. And, some people, when I first asked for this, I requested for people to come on the show with me. Some people said, well, I'm not quite ready yet. I'm not, 100% better. I'm not perfect. And I'm like, that's fine. Actually, that's better. Again, perfection is not the end goal. Resilience is. I'm not perfect, okay? There's times where I'm really good at certain things and then not so good at others in terms of optimizing each of the foundations of my health. And so I think it would benefit everybody to hear these things that, hey, maybe you're doing nutrition really, really well, but maybe you've really dropped the ball on sleep. But you're improving, and you can share with people how you're improving or the challenges that you came across when you try to change or modify this aspect of your life and how they can benefit from it. Oh, there's my water app. Excuse me. So, that's just a few ideas. Again, if you want to come on the show with me. And then, after that, if you're thinking about signing up for the Skype therapy or the Optimize Self course, but you have any questions or anything, then what I would recommend is to, by that point, if we've gone through all those stages and we're into Facebook messaging and everything, then I'll be more than happy to share with you my calendar, and you can schedule a time that we can either talk over the phone or Skype, and we can see maybe which of those would be a good fit for you, whether it be the one-on-one Skype therapy or the Optimize Self workshop / course when it's finished. Okay, so again, this is just kind of a rough draft of things to come. I will definitely be kind of tweaking things here and there over the next few weeks. Got plenty of other fun, exciting stuff coming up on posture. We got the hydration, the Optimize Your Hydration hangout coming up at the end of the month. For those of you that are already part of the Optimize Self workshop, you know that this coming Saturday we have our private hangout. So a lot of really fun, exciting stuff. Like I said, I just purchased that amazing new piece of software. So you're going to see some changes coming up on the website. As you saw last week, I'm doing some audio post here and there. So just a lot of really fun, exciting stuff going on. And I want to do this together. I want you to be a part of this. When I set this out, this was never for me. This was always for, the people that I knew that it could help. Basically, the thing, like I said, that I wish I had 12 plus years ago when, I was probably in the same or similar situation as you are now. So anyways, I hope this sheds some light on kind of behind the scenes of the business, who I am, my beliefs, my worldview, helps you feel better with, again, knowing if you have invested or thinking of investing in any of the services or products or workshops, that I have, that that the funds are going towards, optimizing not only the site and this business, but each and every person that comes in contact with it, as well as just optimizing the world. That's my dream, is having optimal people living in an optimized world so that we can just all be the best version of ourselves possible. And I think we'd agree that would be a pretty awesome place to live in, right? So anyways, that's it for now. I can go on and on about this, but I want to be respectful of your time, and I gotta edit this and extract the audio and do all kinds of other crazy stuff to it to get it ready and presentable for you guys. Last note on that, I know I just can't shut up. I'm so excited. Please bear with me as the changes happen in the website. If there is something that you find isn't working, or maybe get duplicate emails, let me say beforehand, I apologize. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of changes, and I'm trying to make things happen. I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I'm trying to get things at least out there and done instead of worrying about perfection. Don't get me wrong, they're still very good, high quality, but it's that transitional period, right? Kind of like that pre-teen awkward stage as these changes happen. So if you'd be so kind as to notify me of any bugs or things that you go, that doesn't seem right, I will get right on them, or have someone from my web team, get on them and start fixing them. Okay? Anyways, thank you so much for your help. I absolutely love you guys. I'm so grateful for your time and attention and being able to be a part of such an important, if not some would say the most important area of your life, your health, your fitness, your overall wellness. And yeah, anyways, like I said, I can go on and on. Thank you very much. Love you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, take care and keep moving.